Hi, here to chat about WandaVision. Sixth episode came out Friday, so I figured do a video recap, not a recap, but just my thoughts on everything that's happened so far. It's been a crazy ass show, but it's been a really good show. It's nice that this is what Marvel is starting out with. It's so nice because it's so fresh, it's so different, and I'm really enjoying it. I am. I haven't enjoyed a Marvel show like this in a long time. I'll be honest with you. I really haven't because I couldn't get into Agents of Shield, and I don't know. I can't think of any other ones. I mean, the last one was what, Cloak and Dagger. Dagger was pretty good. I feel like there's one I'm totally missing, but it's fine, whatever. But I love it. I do. Like it's so good to me. I'm really enjoying it and all the theories and stuff. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this turns out. I cannot wait till we figure out who is doing what, when, where, how. Um, man. So the whole thing with Wanda is just like crazy. I mean, we come into this, she's taking control, well, sort of. She has a hold on this town and the citizens within, and we sort of get a better glimpse into that as the episodes go on. That's especially evident in the sixth episode when the kids come and it's the Halloween episode and Vision is checking out the town and he sees the lady and she's like malfunctioning. She's like
So you
trying to
start
hang up her
to have an
clothes and she's
understanding at this
crying.
point that
I
the citizens of Westville are really reliant on Wanda to do anything, to eat, to survive, to move, just anything. They can't do it on their own volition. Wanda has to be their puppet. And it's quite sad to see, honestly. It really is. And you sort of get a glimpse into Wanda's mental health, and that's also kind of heartbreaking. I hope that they delve deep into her mental health, um, and they talk about it because it needs to be talked about. It's the nexus of this entire show. It's kind of why everything has happened the way it happened. And, like you can't ignore that and brush it under and just have her go ape shit for no reason. So I really hope that they take this time to talk about her mental health struggles, um, and really just be respectful of it.
This is suspect. Absolutely. I absolutely believe she's Agatha Harkness. And nothing confirmed it to me more than in the sixth episode when her costume was a witch. I don't care. She is involved in this somehow, some way. I don't think she's the main one behind it. I don't. I don't think she has the means or the will to fully orchestrate this against Wanda and sort of manipulating her and her powers. Um, I do think she's there to almost provoke Wanda, almost put her in situations where she has to use her powers, where she has to put herself in a position to almost like lose control of herself. Um, because she's pretty much there for every main conflict they have in the episode. Like she's always there. She's always the stressor for when Wanda goes like ape shit. Episode 5 with the dog. She was the stressor. Absolutely. She was the main one. She came in with the doghouse. She did this, she did that. Um the first time it was with her kids.
So Agnes being around their kids, I mean, you take notice. Like in episode 5, every time the kids aged up, every time Agnes was there. Every time. And it didn't even phase her. And it didn't phase Wanda, which is weird. And Vision's like, what the hell? Are we not seeing the same thing? And that really, this is the catalyst for the huge disconnect that him and Wanda have. Her being around the kids and them aging up right in front of her. Her using her powers, her being Wanda, right in front of Agnes. It's
And then she sat on the counter with the liquor, like, oh, kids, you can't control them, no matter how hard you try. Definitely a nod to the fact that Wanda has no control over her children. She has no control. And that's pretty evident. That was evident back when she was pregnant in episode 3. And firstly, we saw it with the butterflies on the baby carriage, and they had transformed into real butterflies. And Wanda was like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And right when that happened, she had a kick in her belly. And I bet you that was probably Wiccan who did that, which would be Tommy, I think. Um, uh, I remember Wiccan and Speed, but I get their names mixed up all the time. I was like, God damn. But and then we see it with the stork and how she can't make it go away. And that was probably brought about by one of her children. Probably Wiccan, because his powers are more in line with Wanda's, whilst Tommy or Billy, uh, theirs is speed. So that's sort of more in line with their dad a little bit, right? Um, and it becomes more evident when she can't get her babies to go to sleep, even with magic, and that's in like episode 5. So I think my favorite episode thus far. I know I'm kind of jumping around. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm kind of jumping around. But let's get back to the point before I talk about my favorite episode. Agnes is suspect. And she's definitely working for someone. I don't think she's not the type to work along with someone. I think she's the one to be a servant to her boss or a higher being, or in this case, a lower being in hell. Um, I don't care. Mephisto's there. And the only thing that's making me a little hesitant to feel that, Mephisto is kind of pulling the strings is the fact that it's Disney, right? Like, I have to think of the bigger picture and the company and its marketing and its audience. And I'm not sure if Disney is willing to go there and really have a devil be the big bad for phase 4. Like, I don't know. I don't know if they're willing to go there. I don't know if they're willing to go there. And that's the only thing. I hope they are. I hope they do, because this is so refreshing to see. And I really want them to keep up projects like this, because I was ready to let Marvel go pretty much after Far From Home. I was kind of like, ugh. But I was like, you know what? Let me give this a shot. And I'm glad I did. So I hope that they really just go all out and really slide in Mephisto. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because we come up to the 6th episode. Quicksilver's there. The one from Fox. Oh man, that was just so great. Let me tell you, I flipped out episode 5. I flipped out. It was so great. It just, oh my God. But anywho, so Quicksilver's here now, right? And it's so weird because he's aware. He's like Agnes, right? Which is also making me think he's suspect. Like, who sent you here? How did you get here? Because he like he approves of Wanda's actions with like her controlling the town. He holds no issue with that. He almost approves of that. No, he doesn't almost. He does. He was like, I'm impressed, right? Which is some type of approval. And he is regularly questioned by Wanda in terms of like familial memories, and he brushes it off almost every time. And the line at the end before he was shot back by Wanda when he was like, "Oh, don't worry, your dead husband can't die twice," right? It's weird because he wasn't there for that. So how would he know that, right? He wasn't there when Vision died the first time. And technically he would have died three times because Wanda had to pretty much kill him the first time. Then Thanos rewound time and killed him again. So I don't know. But moving on from that, he wasn't there. So how he knows that he would have died twice is how he knows that he's dead. Like he's too aware. He's too aware of what's happened in the past. He's too aware. And then so him and Wanda are on a bench, episode 6, and they're like talking and something comes up and basically it was of the nature of how did he get here, right? She had asked, I think, how did you get here? And he said, well, I was shot on the street, in the street like a chump. And I was like, what? Because the Quicksilver from the Fox universe didn't die at all, actually. But that was how the Quicksilver of the MCU died. He died from being shot in the chest in the street. So it's weird that they're sort of interconnecting these two. They're putting Aaron Taylor Johnson's experiences with Evan Peters' character, and it's weird, and I don't get it. I don't get it yet, and I don't know. So I like the commercials. I like the little commercials that they have and how they all connect to Wanda's past and trauma. Um, with the toaster and the Lagos paper towels and the Hydra soap. But this newest one was a little weird to me. Like it was weird. It was weird. I didn't really get it with the whole your magic thing. Like the kid basically said he was starving. The shark gave him yogurt and he couldn't open it and then he starved to death. So I was like, okay, what does this mean? Does this mean the people in the town are starving, but they can't really eat of on their own volition? They Wanda has to be the one to be in their mind and sort of feed them. Not feed them, but control them to eat. I don't know. That's weird. Um Love Monica. Love Monica. And they're going the Spectrum route. And I'm so excited. I really hope by the end of the series she becomes Spectrum. I really do. Um, I'm here for it because they're setting it up. Like when she had the X-ray and it was nothing but white, like her body is filled with pure like energy and light at this point. And I'm here for it. I really am. And when Darcy said in episode 6 that her cells have changed on a molecular level like twice, I was like, they're doing it. First of all, they're doing it with her, but second of all, this might be how they bring in mutants. This might be how they do it. And I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. Um, Vision is like, he wants out, kind of. And not kind of, he does. He wants out. He was fighting to get out of that barrier. And it was so sad to see him like fighting and he was just falling apart, literally. And episode 5 is my favorite. It is. It's my favorite episode because of the Wanda and Vision with the clashing, him figuring out what's going on, him trying to question her and she's brushing it off, and they finally like explode at the end with that argument. It's great. And it culminates. It was just a build up. And episode 6, you really see that they have a disconnect. There is a clear disconnect because he went out without her permission, basically. I mean, it's pretty bad. Like Wanda is she tried to manipulate him. She pretty much did. She pretty much manipulated his body to do as she pleased. Not so much his mind. I think that was just done by straight lying. The kids, They were wearing their comic costumes, which was so cute. Everyone was wearing their comic book costumes, like the Party City versions, and I just thought it was adorable. I love it. I really do. When I saw Wiccans, I was like, ah, it's just so good. They're setting up Young Avengers. I feel it in my soul because we're already gonna have Kate Bishop, so it's getting set up. Period. Let's talk about Hayward. Hayward is suspect as fuck. And he is a doofus for real. And you can tell that he does not give a fuck. He does not care about the safety of those citizens. You can tell. He does not care. Because if you cared about the safety of those citizens, no sane person is going to shoot a missile at the person responsible instead of being strategic and bringing them out safely. You are dealing with an extremely crazy, magical hostage situation. You have no idea what the ramifications would be. You have no idea what the repercussions would be if you shot a missile to her face and killed her. You have no idea what would happen to the town. You have no idea. But he's so hell bent on eliminating her. It's suspect. The way he wants to just kill her off, no questions asked, label her as a terrorist, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. She's not right in what she's doing. No, ma'am. But she's not a terrorist. And the whole thing is just suspect to me. It's like, you no, you don't want to save this town. You don't. You can't want to save this town and you're operating like this. You want to kill her and hope for the best. Like, you're crazy. No, you just want Vision's body so you can go rip it apart again and make sentient weapons. And there's something else too. I feel like there's something else besides Vision's body because it has to be, right? I don't know. We'll see. We've got 3 episodes left, and it's been confirmed that all 3 of them are going to be an hour. Thank God, because these episodes were super short, and they have like 10 minutes worth of credits. So, you can get in the comments and discuss theories. Like, I'm here for it, right? I feel like Mephisto is here. He's here. He's somewhere. But I feel like there are other. I feel like for this particular show, he might not. He might. It might not be him at the top. Like it might be maybe Blackheart. Um, or because I think that's his. Is that his son? Ooh, let me look that up. I don't think Mephisto is at the. I don't think he is the one Agnes is working with or for, excuse me. Yeah, I feel like they'll tease Mephisto, but I don't think they're gonna pull him out quite yet. I think if he's here and he's a big bad, they're gonna string him out, right? And I think maybe for this one, it might be Grim Reaper. I think Agnes might work for Grim Reaper, who works for Blackheart, who's with Mephisto or whatever. That's sort of the hierarchy. I feel like we're not getting Mephisto. I don't think we're going to get him in this show. I don't think so. But he's there because the twins are there. And in the comics, the twins are pretty much shards of his soul. So, and he could have been the one who brought Quicksilver in, which is why he's so aware of what's going on and almost reassuring Wanda of her controlling everyone in this town. It's crazy. He basically reassured her, like, yeah, I'm kind of impressed. Like, I'm just like, excuse me. The hex is expanding. This is crazy. I wonder what this new reality is going to be like. I wonder what Darcy's going to be like. I can't wait for next week's episode. Yeah, I'm sorry. My thoughts are a little bit all over the place. I tried to be a little bit organized, but eh, whatever. It's almost 3 in the morning. Who cares? But yeah, like this is good, and I can't wait. Episodes 5 is my favorite thus far. Um, I do love episode 6 for its comic book references. I love it for the Party City comic accurate costumes. Love it. Um, yeah, Hayward and Agnes suspect, because you can't tell me Agnes is just parked at the border of the Hex for no reason. You can't tell me she was the only citizen who was able to speak to Vision. She was able to get a coherent thought out to Vision before he touched her head and brought her back to normal. I feel like she lied and she's trying to pin it all on Wanda when it's not all on her. She is part of it. But we'll see. It'll come to light. And who is this astrophysicist or not astrophysicist, whoa, aerospace engineer Monica and Wu are meeting? Who is it? I don't know. I want it to be Hank. I want it to be Hank because I'm pretty sure he was a part of Sword in the comics. Um, I want it to be Hank McCoy. I do. Or Reed. Um, I just want it so bad. Um, if it's a female, only one I can think of is Talus's daughter from Captain Marvel. That's the only person I can think of. Um, yeah, but I feel like that would be anticlimactic because they're saying that there's this huge reveal, and it's got to be with this aerospace engineer because they have yet to name drop at this point. We're 2 episodes, second episode he's been mentioned, and no name drop. So it's got to be someone big. So I feel like Hank or Reed, or if it's a female, I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to help me out with that one. I'm not sure. Anywho, I think that's it for my rambles. Really loving the show, and I'm hoping for the best. And I can't wait. So, thanks for watching, and feel free to comment um, on theories or general thoughts on the show. I'll check you guys later. Bye.